La ciudad de Phoenix, en el estado de Arizona, en los Estados Unidos, destaca por su especialización en industrias como hipotecarias, servicios financieros, manufactura, que generan más de la mitad de su economía. La ciudad es sede de 4 empresas del Fortune 500 y, sumando el área metropolitana, es la sexta ciudad más poblada de los Estados Unidos. La migración representa una porción relativamente amplia de esta población. Para hablar de este tema, está aquí con nosotros en el estudio para hablar de la relación bilateral entre México y esta ciudad estadounidense. Nos acompaña Greg Stanton, él es alcalde de Phoenix, en Arizona. Mr. Mayor, how are you?
Good morning, good to see you.
Thanks for being with us.
Glad to be here. Nowhere else I'd rather be this morning than right here in Mexico City. Very important time for us.
Why so? Why are you here?
We are here as part of a very large business delegation, government officials and business leaders from Phoenix and Arizona, and we have opened up a trade and investment office here in Mexico City. It's been a long time coming. We understand Arizona as a border state to Mexico, that increasing trade relationships with businesses here is incredibly important for our economy, and we need to be here in the center of commerce for Mexico, here in Mexico City. So we opened up the office yesterday. The ambassador from the United States to Mexico was there, with a lot of federal officials as well. A very exciting day for Phoenix and for Arizona.
What defines Arizona as a city in terms of business and their main activities?
Phoenix is one of the largest cities in the United States of America. We're the 6th largest city. We are a very fast-growing city. Of all the big cities in the United States, we are by far still the fastest growing as a Western state. We thrive in the tourism sectors. We thrive in technology. Intel has major operations in our city and region. We thrive in advanced business services, in healthcare. So a lot of the service sector industries. And we know that as the Mexican economy is doing so well, and with such a growing middle class, we understand that our future and the future of the economy here in Mexico are very much intertwined. We want them to be intertwined. We want to increase international trade and investment, make sure it goes both ways. And so opening this trade office, as we did yesterday, was a very, not only symbolic thing for us to do, but very substantive, because it's going to increase business opportunities on both sides of the border.
Do you have specific sectors that you can put as an example of this?
Sure. You're going to see a lot more from our technology sector in our region, partnering with technology companies here. We know that there is a growing and vibrant entrepreneurial community here in Mexico City, a very impressive entrepreneurial community. We're going to be looking for investment opportunities there. Advanced business services, as the Mexican economy is growing at a good pace, and with the reforms that have been put into place in the energy sector and the telecommunications sector, we know with our expertise in advanced business services that we can both thrive together. So, and there's going to be many areas that we end up partnering on that I don't even know what they are right now, but we're going to be bringing many business delegations from our city and our state to Mexico City to explore and look for those business opportunities, particularly small and medium-sized businesses that may not think of themselves as players in the international economy, but they are. We just need to bring those people together, and that's exactly what our trade office is going to do.
Some Mexicans still are afraid of traveling to Arizona because of the recent immigration policies. What's the status of that?
It's one of the unfortunate things is that I think the media on both sides, on the Mexican side and on the U.S. side, have portrayed things in an inaccurate way. Too often we hear about Mexico not as a thriving economy that it is, but too much about cartels and that sort of thing, which is a real issue that we need to deal with. But in the meantime, let's make sure we're advancing our business partnerships, because the stronger the Mexican economy is, the stronger the United States economy is. Same thing in Arizona. Look, some bills that I didn't support, that I thought were very unfortunate, that sent a message that we're not welcoming to people of Mexico, that's a bygone era. I want to make sure it's clear to the people of Mexico right now. We are a warm, welcoming place. We love our relationship, our historical relationship with Mexico. Phoenix is a city that is a majority Latino city, with so many people living there that have family or friends or close business contacts with Mexico. We're bilingual as a community. It's a young Latino community. It's an entrepreneurial community. That population is what's going to make the international trade with Mexico City and our sister state of Sonora so successful. So the opposite of what you may have heard, the truth is that we are a very warm, welcoming community, and we can't wait to increase not just business opportunities, but tourism, Arizona to Mexico, and our friends from Mexico into Arizona as well.
Do immigration officials share that vision, your vision about this integration between Mexico and Arizona?
Well, look, we still have some work to do. We are all frustrated that Washington, D.C. hasn't passed what I would consider as a mayor of a major American city common sense legislation relative to immigration reform and comprehensive immigration reform. It is the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do for business. So many jobs would result of that. People would come out of the shadows and be fully part of our economy. So I'll be the first to acknowledge we still have some work to do, but we're going to get it done. And in the meantime, as mayor, I'm going to do my part to make sure that we are sending the right messages and building the infrastructure for international trade, building an export economy for success. The United States needs to realize that just to the south of us, we have a growing economic giant in the state of Mexico, the country of Mexico. They are doing so well, and we know over the next 30 years that this country is going to be a leading world economy. So the more we can partner together as we take on the world, if you will, the more we can partner in our part of the world together, the better off we're all going to be.
Mayor, how is the border working? I mean, for people going back and forth?
Not as well as it should. The truth is that we have a lot of work to do in terms of making transportation and the Arizona in our sector a lot smoother. There's a lot of transportation projects going on right now so that the trucking industry can get through a lot more quickly.
How many border points we have between your states and Mexico?
Two. Yeah. And so we have to improve in that regard. Look, we need to make sure that for this relationship to thrive, we get the trade policies right, we get the infrastructure investment right so that we can have easier access. And of course, we got to get the politics right. We got to send a message that we welcome business opportunities. We welcome our friendship and tourism from our friends here in Mexico. We got to get it all right if we're going to thrive. On the border side of things, I think we still have some work to do.
So you're here in Mexico for business, but I got to tell you, there's competition, Mayor, because I interviewed recently John Hickenlooper. He's the governor of Colorado.
Good man.
He came here also for the same reasons that you're here. Let's take a look.
Sure.
Stronger partnerships between companies, businesses in Colorado and businesses in Mexico. So Colorado is the #1 state in Estados Unidos for aerospace, right? Well, Mexico has a great deal of aerospace companies. They're growing very rapidly. Many of them are still quite small. We want to take those smaller companies and introduce them to the large companies.
There's competition, Mayor.
Well, guess what? I want the competition to succeed as well. This is not a finite pie. This is a growing pie. The more we can trade as a country with businesses and the people here in Mexico, we're all going to do better. So I very much view this as a growing pie, and the more our economies can grow together, the better off we're going to be. So I want Colorado to succeed, I want California to succeed, I want Texas to succeed, but I want Phoenix and Arizona to succeed as well. And we've got a little bit of catching up to do. Texas and California have done better in trade with Mexico than we have. I'm willing as mayor to roll up my sleeves and get the job done because it's important for the people of my community, for the job opportunities that kind of go along with that. So I don't view it as competition. I view it as partnership. We're all going to grow together.
How long is your term?
My term is 4 years. I'm in my 3rd year, and then I can run for 1 more term. So I'm not going anywhere. You're going to see me down here in Mexico City many times. In my 2.5 years as mayor, I've been to Mexico 9 times because I want to really send a message that this is a priority for the people of Phoenix and the people of Arizona to build that relationship even stronger. For the same reasons you see other leaders from the United States here in Mexico so much, there's a growing awareness of how important this binational relationship is, and as mayor, I'm going to take full advantage of it.
So you will run for the next one?
Yes.
All right. Good luck.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Carlos.
You're invited here.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.